Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
To our first annual Day of the Dead free online mediumship group reading event. This is the time of the year when the veil between the worlds is the thinnest, and in keeping with tradition, where another candle is lit, a glass of water, a piece of white bread, and fruit are placed on the altar in honor of our ancestors. So today, if you would like answers, healing, or closure, connecting to loved ones, this is one of the most meaningful things we can do, and it really can change our lives. There's beautiful messages that our loved ones and our ancestors have on the other side that they would love to share with us. And we are blessed today with an abundance of intuitives here on the call. We have Christine Marie of psychicmediumchristine.com. And we have Alex Viegas and Desiree Saltkill of firstmemory.one. And of course, our very own Satomi Knudsen of Sakaso.ca. So, if you guys, so anybody who's on the call here, if you have questions, please send them to us. You can email them to us at info@sakaso.ca with pictures, if you possibly can, of yourself and of the loved ones that you're trying to reach. That really does help with establishing that intuitive connection and facilitating the mediumship. And if you just have any general questions, just please feel free to send them in through the comments, and we'd love to make this a participatory event here. All are welcome here. Even the cat is on the show today. Speaking of Halloween, there she is.
Oh, she's jumping one.
She's going between this. Teleported through time and space.
Should have looked up what this superstition is for, dark cats walking by on a plane.
But she's not black. She's gray.
No, I know. I realized.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going back.
Yeah.
So people can leave comments, leave their name. Just say hi. I want to connect to my loved ones, right? So you can just leave comments in there. You don't have to send email if it's too much.
Yeah,
that's fine. I will try to connect, and we'll just see if anybody show up. And if you guys can say hi, at least we know who's on the call right now. We don't know who. I know we have some audience, but we don't know who's watching. So if you can just say hi and leave a comment, and then we know who's watching, and we try to connect and going through the comments. But if we don't know anyone, maybe we can start with someone who we have. I'll say, Mari-san. Hi, thanks for watching. And so we have someone got a message sent. Happy some time.
So you'll miss it here.
Samhain. That's another
Halloween
term for Halloween. It's a. We can talk more about that later.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. If Christine, if you want to see the comments, you can just go to YouTube, and then you can see the comments on the YouTube right there. So let's see. And then if you just start feeling someone connecting to someone, you can just jump in. And I have this one. Go ahead and do your thing. I'm going to do my thing.
Okay, so you're saying one of us should start?
Yeah, I'm just going through stuff. So while I'm going through stuff, if you have someone on.
Great. So if anyone out there has a past loved one who has passed of breast cancer, I would love to connect with you. Maybe just mention something in the comments, because they've been with me for the last couple of hours trying to tell me that they're here, they're excited, and they want to give some messages to someone here. I'm also seeing the prairies, so they would have grown up or spent a major part of their lives either in Manitoba, Saskatchewan area. They are also showing me farmlands. Sorry, more farmlands. So if anyone out there recognizes it, keep in mind it could be anyone that you know. It's not just going to be about someone, specific that's close to you. It could be anyone that you know has passed. The way that I receive is through images and videos that pop into my head like I'm recalling a memory, and I see everything from their perspective. So right now I'm feeling like I had breast cancer, and they've been communicating all these different things. I'm also seeing a bracelet in memory of them. And someone else bought a necklace as well. So if anybody can recognize this, female, sorry, if they're female, obviously, just connect here. Every time I look away, it's because they're showing me something. So it's kind of like a whole communication process where they'll send me something, and then I have to kind of say thank you and grateful for it and kind of translate it to you all. So sometimes there's going to be pauses in what I do.
So if anybody resonates with what Christine is saying, please just message in here through the comments or send an email. Mari is saying my friend passed away with breast cancer, and I kept her bracelet.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then another Anna Awakened You said my grandmother did, but she lived in Europe. So, and Mari's saying it wasn't farmland nor prairies. So,
it wasn't.
Maybe Mari still though.
Sometimes I get a few different people at the same time, but I'm pretty sure that the person.
Mari's Japanese. Does that help you at all, Christine?
Yeah, because I'm seeing farmlands everywhere. So for me, that relates to like Manitoba and Saskatchewan, Alberta. But if it's still farmland
everywhere, though, it might be might be Japan, possibly.
Yes, breast cancer, bracelet, farmlands everywhere. Like definitely, I have a lot of tall grasses.
Okay.
Big, large family. Showing me a lot of family members. And they're also showing me roses. They want to send love to you. A special bond. I mean, they were close. Very excited. Hardworking, very hardworking person. She comes through as more reserved, but very loving. She says there wasn't a lot of affection. However, there was always a lot of love known between these people. It was our way. Traditions mattered to her. And she wants to let you know that it's okay. Somebody happened. There was distance in between some of the relatives when she passed, and she's trying to confirm that it's okay. She knew they wanted to be there. And there's no forgiveness needed. Please let this go. Please let this go. So if any family members couldn't have been there, please know that there's no forgiveness needed. She's saying she understood that there was different distance and she felt your presence anyway.
So I'm wondering if this might be related to Sue, who also sent in a question.
Okay.
I'm going to find hers to read it properly here. Just give me 1 second. I sent a photo to you, Christine.
Did she die from breast cancer?
I don't know what she passed from.
Okay.
And but and she sent a picture from a number of years ago, 27 years ago, but when she was still happy. So I guess her mom wasn't happy for the latter part of her life. She recently passed. So I guess about the last 25 years or so of her life, she wasn't very happy. And Sue's question is, will she forgive me for not doing more before she died? Right. That was the question that she was hoping to have answered. Mm-hmm. And I know Sue came from Eastern Canada.
Eastern.
So, yeah.
I kind of do connect. I don't know this Sue's mom, but I do have. I kind of sensing what Christine's sensing a little bit, but and it's different person. That Sue's mom. I don't know. That's how you feel, Christine. But
yeah, I feel like I got two spirits.
Right. Yeah. And then, so Sue's, I'm just gonna go. Sue's mom. I do feel I see her in a very hard, in a rough shape, especially at the end, very rough shape, inside out, and so that's the image I'm seeing for Sue. And Christine's, she's more like more, not Christine's, but the one you're reading. She's more like a happy, loving person. So there's two different ones.
Yes.
So maybe Satomi, you're picking up also on Mari's mom, because she says she's from Chilliwack, that's Canadian, friend, very loving, right? Person.
Mari's friend.
Oh, Mari's friend. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's from Chilliwack, very loving person. Like this is the mom.
Yeah, I'm not.
Or grandmother.
I'm not strongly connecting to that.
Her friend passed away with breast cancer. Yeah, friend. Yeah.
And that connects to the bracelet as well, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe that's the one you guys are picking up on.
Mm-hmm. She just wanting to know she's okay. She did not feel alone when she passed. Okay. She felt lots of love, and she was helped over to the other side, and has felt a lot of relief since leaving. So she's definitely feeling way better. She felt restricted in her body before she left, and so she's saying is I feel free, and I feel love again, for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. And I'm just gonna take over and see connect to Sue's mom.
Look at Anna's
in a rough shape. Feels like she's like a small, I don't know, maybe just going through the rough life, and just not petite person, but small because of her life. Her life hit her so hard, and just nothing left. That kind of feeling that the energy I'm picking up, and Sue's question she sent earlier was, did she forgive her? And of course, she's saying like Sue couldn't done more than what she did.
She could not have done more.
She could have done she couldn't have done.
Could not have
Could
done.
not have done more than she did, and like forgive. That's not the word for her at all. It's like she's done so much, right? And she's saying like that. Her mom is saying that she how there's so many she's. So her mom's is more like asking Sue to forgive her, that she didn't do much for Sue. That's what I'm receiving. Do you pick up anything else, Christine?
Mm.
I don't know her name. I don't know what she died from. I don't know what she was like when she was here. But
Related to Sue?
her mom.
Her mom, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm feeling something in the lower abdomen. Definitely something invasive like cancer, diverticulitis, something to do with anything to do with the lower organs there. Something would have started there and then moved, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm receiving she was very weak. I'm feeling low energy at the end, and like a fighter kind of character, not physical fighter, but she was not happy, but like carrying lots of things and fighting. And I don't know if that makes sense. And
Struggling to let go too.
Yeah, struggling. Yeah, that's the word. She had lots of struggle through her life, and then that's why she ended up having so no energy at the end, and that's what I'm feeling. But she's more like apologizing to Sue, and then asking for her forgiveness after. That's what I'm feeling.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So if I don't think Sue's watching right now, but I hope that.
No, she's not able to be on the call.
Okay.
That's okay though. She'll be able to see those messages later.
Yeah.
So.
That's true for anybody else who's listening. And we can address questions for people who are not in the call, and they can watch it back later.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I just want to say as well, I know Alex and Desi, you're assisting with all of the reading going on here by working with your mesa, which is a beautiful and fascinating thing by itself. So given that you have your shamanic traditions from your eagle condor lineage, so
Amazing.
Yeah,
I can feel that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every time you're on the call with us, I totally connect with your mesa and with you guys directly.
Thank you. And it's actually the Eagle Condor Council that we're collaborators of.
Yeah.
Initiates.
Awesome.
It's calm and powerful at the same time.
That's the perfect description. Yeah.
Yes, and over there we have our Day of the Dead altar with fruit and wine and chocolates and water, everything. So
It's beautiful.
Nice.
So yeah, if anybody wants us to put their loved ones' names on our altar over here, we can do that as well to support them. And we give them gifts of things that they enjoy, like wine, whiskey, cigarettes. Sometimes we cook them like whole meals, like enchiladas, and send them over there.
Wouldn't you, if you passed away and you're on the other side, wouldn't you just like a cigarette? You know,
You smoked your whole life? Yeah.
This doesn't kill me
it's not.
anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Gonna,
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
I'd have a big old stogie.
Can you imagine?
Anyway, I have someone I got request already for Yuko YPitch.
Sure. Yeah.
She's asking to connect with her mom. I do have connection right now. I don't know when she passed, but recently. But I'm just gonna describe and then let me know if I'm connecting to the right person. What I'm receiving is she's very kind, but she was worrying. She had concerns and worries a lot. She worried a lot. That's what I'm feeling. That's the person I'm connecting, and let me know if I'm connecting to the right person or not, Yuko-san. And then because she cares, she worries for other people, and she felt like she had to do that way. She had to be that way. That's her way of protecting her family. But she was feeling now on the other side. She was feeling that worries limited her kids and her husband and everybody else. So that's what she's feeling, and now she's more awake, and she felt like she did too much on the worrying side, and she want you to know that you can be more free from worry. Like if you worried, she thinks she's playing a part of you being worried. So she wants you to let go, and then because you learned from her being worried, so she wants you to let go of the worries and be more free. That's she's sending, and then I see lots of flowers. She probably loved flowers. Just she loves flowers. Oh, you always give her flowers. Something like that. If it's connecting, if you think that's the right person, your mom.
Who was that for?
For YPitch, she requested wants to connect with. She wants to connect with her mom. So, but I'm not getting any response. So I think that's the message what I'm receiving. Yeah.
There's so much worry out there right now. So
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just putting up here on the screen here. So if anybody has any questions that they'd like answered from the other side, please send in your questions by chat, and if provide any details you can to identify the person you want to connect to, if that's possible. You can also send a photo to our email info@sakaso.ca, and if that's possible. And I'm seeing here, sorry, did you finish that one? Okay, cool. And I'm seeing here there's Anna at Awakened View. She has a question about her grandmother. She lived in Europe, who passed away. So Anna's mom was not able to attend the funeral of Anna's grandmother when she died of breast cancer.
Right.
And he held on, and Anna's mom held on to so much guilt that she was not able to be there when she passed or for the funeral. So if she has any message, if the grandmother has any messages for Anna and her mom, that would be wonderful.
I feel like, sorry,
go ahead.
I feel like perhaps she might have been one of the past loved ones I was connecting to earlier as well. Like
Okay.
maybe because I had a couple of standing here, I just thought earlier when I feel like like Anna made that comment earlier because she might have been resonating to some of the information that was given earlier, and so I'm just wondering, somebody who was from Europe, yes, somebody died of breast cancer, yes, and the distance thing. The distance with the funeral. Sorry, they're just telling me again, this is what happens. They'll recommunicate things. So she's probably one of the ones that was saying also to release for forgiveness. There's no need for forgiveness because of the distance that was there. She wasn't able to go. So I think apparently, so it's for Anna's mother. Anna's mother. I think these messages go to Anna's mother, right? So, and Anna's mother couldn't often visit her either. And so there's guilt. Unfortunately, Anna's mother has not been able to release this. There's a special necklace from grandmother to mother. Special grandmother necklace. She just wants her to know she loves her very much. I hope Anna can pass these messages to her mother. Lots of love. I'm getting a lot of like personality stuff through. So there would be sternness, but very loving, joyful, but disciplined, and teaching everybody how to cook. You have to know how to cook, she says. Everybody needs to know how to cook. Get in here and learn how to do all this stuff. Must cook for your families. And she shows me all busy working in there. Family gatherings were important to her. And she loved the communication at these family gatherings. So she felt like she didn't really connect to her family until everybody was together in family gathering. She's having, what she's showing me is actually memories for Anna's mother. So as a child, Anna's mother would remember these big family gatherings and all the food and how loud it was and apparently how crowded it was.
Anna is saying that, yes, the distance part is what resonated with me for my mom.
Mm.
And then she's also saying, I definitely will. Thank you. And yes, that was my grandmother. That's what my grandmother was like.
Great. Oh, that's perfect. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Hopefully her mom will be able to hear these messages and get some closure and some peace from it. Please know she's also sending lots of love and big hugs. Like I'm getting the warmest, loving hugs from this woman. She's amazing. He's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing that she's there. She was there hanging out with you before. Was it before the event?
I had two of them, I guess, because they were both very strong. I thought at first it might have been one, but the two different, yes, two. I had two spirits right here with me all morning. I was trying to get dressed. They're like, tell them I had breast cancer, and there was a bracelet.
Oh my God, that's so,
Hang on.
that's so hilarious. You're trying to go about your ordinary day, have your breakfast, and get dressed and everything, and they're right there, huh?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh my God.
And I asked, some of them are very gracious and respectful of the rules because I actually have some rules about it. And some of them are just not. They're just too excited and they can't wait. So that's why they share so early. Pretty amazing.
So it's actually something maybe just to touch on for a second is that, how for whatever reason, I'll just say, Hollywood gets this whole big, the other side is scary kind of thing, and people get that kind of impression, right, to some degree. Can the two of you, each one of you, maybe Christine, we'll start with you since we're already chatting here about this. Can you talk a little bit about what it's really like?
What it's really like?
Yeah.
Just going back for a second, going back to before I was actually able to study the subject and learn how to control it more, it was overwhelming, completely overwhelming. I was constantly feeling what I didn't realize then was anxiety from being communicated to on an ongoing basis. I felt them. I saw them as kids. As I saw them as kids, I kind of shut down seeing them as a teen and adult, young adult. So I was always feeling them. They would actually tap me on the shoulder and I'd look, nobody's there. So in the beginning, it was overwhelming and I could hear them talking to me, which always happens on this side for me. And I would wonder, like, where's that coming from? And does anybody else hear that? It kind of makes you feel crazy. But
did you feel scared with that stuff?
No, because I actually saw them and communicated with them, like having a real conversation with them telepathically. When I was a kid, I actually knew what was going on. And I was very lucky to have my, understanding, loving parents because they were good about it. They were gracious enough to play games with me and not have it shut down so much. The only thing they didn't want was to talk about it in public, right? But at home, it was great. But as an empathic psychic medium, you seem to receive more from everywhere around you. It's like you're getting thoughts, you're getting feelings, emotions. Not just that, though. It's like intentions and motivations. And, like if I walk these days, if I'm walking by, say I'm at the grocery store and I happen to walk by a couple who might be having an issue in their relationship, as soon as they walk by me or as I notice them, I'm getting all kinds of information about them just because I walked by. So I tend to have to limit the amount of time I spend somewhere like that. Anywhere that's got, so many people, I have to limit when I go. For instance, I don't go on the weekend. Anyway, so I limit where I can go and stuff because there's always a constant amount of information. I'll be at the store also, and Spirit will come right through and say, can you please go and talk to so-and-so for me? And I'm like, first of all, I don't know who that is because I'll hear a bit of a name, but I also feel a pull to whom that is. And unfortunately, I think it's a good thing, but my guides have rules for me, which is that I don't actually be too invasive and just go up to anyone else unsolicited. So unfortunately, like I can't just go up to someone and give those messages for Spirit. It's unfortunate for them, is what I'm saying. But through my guides, it's out of respect for the living. You can't just go up to someone and interrupt their day while they're shopping and saying, by the way, did you lose so-and-so from bowel cancer. I'm so sorry to bother you, but so it's around all day long from the moment you wake up. In fact, last night I actually had one of the spirits bothering me while I was trying to sleep, and woke me right up at 3 a.m. So which is very common for this time of year. I don't know if that happens for you, Satomi, still, but that happens for me all the time. What's it like for you?
I don't know what it's like. I have a couple of guys here right now.
Oh,
That's what you're asking.
go for it.
This poor guy, so that's what it's like with me. And then I couldn't really focus on listening what you were saying because
Oh,
so I'm just
There's a lot of other people here who are talking.
I'm just gonna go at least recognize them, and so because otherwise I'm not focusing here. So I have two guys from different places. One is smaller and one is bigger. And let's go with the smaller guy, middle age. He's like a funny, like a joking around, light energy guy. And what he died from some illness. He's like, I don't know, he's like 40, 50, but he looks younger than 50 if he's 50, in his 50. Somewhere small, not small, but not like a medium or smaller than medium kind of body. And he is if you so he died young for his age, 40, 50. That's pretty young. And I don't know what he died from. I don't feel anything. But he felt like he was very limited because of his illness. But now he's free. He can move around. He's very free, and he can be back. He's back to light energy. So I don't know. He was so sick, and then he couldn't move. Some restriction that he was having, and he didn't like. Nobody likes that having illness, but he didn't like. He couldn't be himself because of this illness. But now he's free. So that's what he's telling me. Usually, like his natural personality is just funny, not like go in front of people and have stand-up comedy kind of funny, but just fun person. And then he loves people. He respects people. He jokes around, but he doesn't what like that. How can I say? He doesn't put you down by joking and laughing at you. Just bringing the energy up. Does anybody resonate this kind of person, guy?
Alex and I think it's our friend Brian.
Mhm.
Oh, and it also could be this guy. I'm
Who's
just.
this guy? Okay.
Is that resonating at all?
No, that could be different. Like Paul's showing me a picture, but that could be a different another guy that be bigger.
We're trying to match pictures that people are sending us to the medium connection here.
So
So
Brian is see. I think I saw the picture earlier.
I'm gonna get it for you.
Did he die like at his 40, 50, somewhere there?
Yeah.
Okay, and the
And like
funny
Parkinson's
That is
muscular dystrophy.
And he had Parkinson's, so he was limited in his abilities
This
to
fellow?
move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think so. He's just
And he's a light being. He was enlightened. I mean, he was really, really, really connected.
yeah. So
That's
he's like
cool.
I could feel the respect from him toward people, right? And then his joke is just he jokes around to warm your heart, kind of thing. Okay, and he's free and he's so happy that he's free from his illness, and he's leveling up the lightness, and just going around people to people, and just it's like a sprinkling of dust, fun, happy dust over the people, kind of thing.
Like Riff Taylor, kind of. Maybe not.
Right, like a fairy. And then laugh, have fun. Look sad. Why do you look at that?
He would totally do that.
Yeah. So that's he is enjoying this freedom so much, and yeah. So
Amazing.
So this is Brian. You think you're
yeah,
picking up?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Thank you for Brian.
Does he have a message for Alex and Desi?
He's he wants everybody know that he's free and he's happy, and if you have time thinking about him, think about yourself and be happy. don't spend time thinking about me. Just go do your thing and have fun. It's
What a
like-
selfless person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Amazing.
And
So did you have anything
yeah,
about the other fellow I showed you?
Another
So
guy.
Kari had a question about Perry,
We'll see. I'll see
her
if
dad.
this is if you can answer for her or if
Yeah,
she's watching.
I knew Perry, so I can answer
Okay.
for him. Or
So
her a little bit. But send in your comments anyway, Kari.
like a bigger, not big, but like a stocky, big.
He was fairly he had a little bit of stockiness to him. He's not a tall guy, but he had a big personality.
Okay, so
He
maybe
was an actor.
So I do, yeah. It's not like a big guy, but I do feel like a muscle and nice, not slender, but meaty body. Like
He was meaty.
not big, between big and medium. Right? That's what I'm feeling.
Okay.
And he is. I don't know. I'm not sure that's Perry yet. Let me know.
Well, Perry was fairly short.
Okay.
But he had a bit of a stock build to him, so it could be him. I'm not sure.
Did he like archery?
Did he like
I'm not even sure the answer to that. He
He's
might. He
Viking?
oh yeah, he's Viking. So sounds right. He's so Viking. It's amazing actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
he's stage actor. And
he was an actor.
yeah, he's a stage
okay.
actor, and
Okay.
he could own the room big time and entertain everybody. He was awesome.
So this one, he had, I don't know, he's maybe because he's an actor, I can feel like a heavy energy, but at the same time fun energy. So trying
Yes,
to
that's accurate.
trying
That
to
matches.
understand what that means.
Well,
So,
there is drama in his life. He was a dramatic actor. He was also he had a really funny side, but he also had drama and things that
Okay.
that caused him pain in his life as well. So
okay, so like
Mhm.
I do feel, I didn't want to use this word, but the dark feeling, I do feel that. But
he had pain in his life.
okay,
Yeah.
so but on the other side, it's fun energy.
hmm
So he's like a pushing the fun energy out, projecting the fun energy out, but he had heavy one inside.
hmm
There you
Something
go.
like that. That's
That's right.
what. Yeah, you feel that too.
Absolutely do. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
almost like a depression and very serious from inward. So
Mm-hmm.
it's got to be from the inside. What he really felt from his emotions was serious and stress and pressure from the past. And then on the outward, he would show everybody, the fun side, the happy side, because that way we don't talk about, we just, when we leave the house, when we're like this, we don't want to leave all serious and depressive. So we go out and we show this other face and try to have some fun and put light in our lives. That's what I felt when you were saying all
Yeah.
that too.
So
Yeah. So Kari's saying here, yes, dark is accurate. He pushed the fun out, just like Satomi said. She's saying here she was just typing pretty much exactly that when you said that, Satomi.
mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. So message from him. Let's see. Um, now he put behind the darkness, right? Um, now he's on the other side. He's not carrying darkness anymore. He's light. He's fun. He doesn't have to hide his darkness anymore, and so he's just pure fun person. He is very wise.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
feel the wisdom from him.
hmm
Very very wise, and that's why he suffered from his darkness too. It's like I don't know how to describe, but um, he could feel the dark energy, and then because he's wise, um, and then he was trying to push away by being fun and funny, but then there was a gap. Now he's on the other side. He doesn't have to hide it. He was he just passed that negativity, and he's just sending light, and he is sending light and love toward his family, of course, you, Carrie, and just fun, and trying to make everybody laugh, um, saying funny things, and a little bit different from what's his name, the other guy,
Kari.
Brian.
Oh, Brian. Yeah.
Right? He was doing different, sending fun and love, but this Perry,
hmm
he is right there, um, just like right there and trying to make you laugh, kind of thing. That's but Brian, he was just flying around and right. That's what I'm feeling. But he's like he sits there. This Perry sits there and looking at you, and then what's wrong? Is this funny? And then he's making a joke and then doing some silly things, like yeah, that's what I'm
That
Same.
sounds so much like him. Everything you're saying. Maybe Kari will send some more response in, but I would. He was kind of a remarkable fellow. Perry. He had so much he had more personality than anybody should be allowed to have. So yeah, he would challenge you, like he'd come up to you and stare at you and make fun.
He did that.
Yeah, come like right up close and say something funny out of left field, and he was wise as well. So to me, that completely fits. So we love you, Perry. Thank you for your message.
Thank you for showing up. Yeah.
Yeah, and Kari's saying the same thing. He called looking right in the eye. He said, word spar with people. He was so clever. So he was so intelligent that he could fence with anybody with the words. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Christine, do you have anyone?
There's Stacy McKittrick has a question as well. Or did you have somebody specifically, Christine, you wanted to?
No, I had everybody send to your email. So.
Okay. So Stacy has a question about her 2-year-old daughter. She talks and plays with a man in her room. She doesn't seem fearful, but it does sometimes scare me. Do you know who this could be and why?
Okay, so
that's to either one of you. I would say, if you're picking up on anything.
Actually, it's nothing to be afraid of. Someone who loves this child, someone who loves Stacy. Stacy, is it?
Stacy, yeah.
And I can understand why it would make Stacy fearful, because she's actually intuitive and can sense the person that the child will play with, but doesn't know who or what it is, so she's afraid of it. That makes total sense, because that's the way I used to feel, I used to experience that with one of my sisters. So I totally get that. But it's no one to be afraid of. It's actually the child's great-grandfather. So I wouldn't worry. They're just there to look after. He's actually a very loving man who just wants to play and get to know the child. So I wouldn't worry too much. If you're more open to it, the child will eventually be able to tell you what he looks like, by the way, because the child is also quite intuitive and will be.
Yeah, and then that way Stacy can recognize that person probably, and then can be more at ease. Oh, she's talking to my grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then Stacy, you will know that you guys are protected, right?
Yes, it is for that reason. We often have spirit looking at, relatives in spirit looking after our young children, the ones who are innocent and can't do anything for themselves, or come to us and say, sometimes even come to us and say, hey, something's going on. So what will happen is, anybody that we're connected to in spirit, our loved ones, great-grandparents, grandparents, or even our parents, will come through and do that for protection, just to watch over. But it's nothing to be afraid of in this case.
So Stacy says, okay, thank you. It makes me feel so much better. I have asked her what he looks like, but she isn't good enough with her vocabulary to communicate that to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So just wait till she gets older. It'll come through. I think he's more of a, like from what I can see, thinner, unfortunately balding head. So still the gray, I'm seeing gray hair that's thin here. Very, very thin. I can see through the scalp to the scalp. So, and he's crouched over playing with the child. So I can't even really tell you exactly what the stature of his body was, other than it wasn't heavy.
It was not heavy.
Right, not a heavy man.
Yeah. Tall, short.
Yeah, I would say so. Or
Tall.
mid to tall. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
And it's
Yeah, we're coming
almost,
up on the
yeah.
hour here.
I'll try to squeeze one more for
Yeah.
Barbara, for her partner Tom. I have pictures here. I'm just gonna describe what I'm receiving from Barbara.
Okay.
She has lots of pain that she's carrying. I have her smiley face here, but I she received lots of pain, and then she's been carrying this for long time. Um, that's what I'm feeling, and then this crossed over partner of her. Um, he is. I'm trying to. He's worried about her. Um, and that's Desiree's mom, right, Barbara?
Yep.
Um, he's worried about her. Does she smoke?
She vapes now, so she quit
Oh,
smoking
okay.
6 months ago.
Okay. So, he's worried that it's okay to do that. Fine, she doesn't have to stop or anything, but um, be aware of when you're doing it.
Conscious smoking.
Yeah, consciousness. Just be aware. Just don't do it just because. Check with yourself. Um, don't do it to like how can I say it? Don't make it a habitual thing. Just respect. Use it. Like I see that picture of Tom. I think he's holding a cigarette, so he knows that he doesn't have the 100% right to say much, but he's worried.
That's funny.
He's worried, and just he wants her to take care of herself more, spend more time to do self-care, love herself. He wants her to love herself. That she's not doing. That's what
Can
he's.
I just add or maybe
Yeah.
ask?
Oh, yeah.
Is this Desiree's mom we're talking about?
Yeah, it is.
Great.
And
Does she have diabetes or problems with swollen legs?
She doesn't have she doesn't see doctors at all, so she might. She does have a little bit of swelling and probably edema maybe.
Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so shoot, I hope she will see a doctor soon because I can feel pain in my chest as well as like swollen legs and things. So it relates to both chest and or diabetes. I mean heart and or diabetes. So I'm getting the warnings for her.
Okay.
Okay, so if you can encourage her to please see a doctor, I would really recommend it. And if you want to talk to me about it personally, please do so.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
yeah.
She did recently go to a dentist, which was new for her, so
That's
it's
good.
all new stuff for her.
That's good.
That's very
So,
positive. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. And
We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So before we go, I want to say a special thank you to Alex and Desi
Yes.
because they've been supporting this event through the whole thing. They've been doing beautiful prayer work. I know they have, and offerings for those on the other side to help with the channeling. And just wanted to give a shout out to them at firstmemory.one. And I know that they have a beautiful program for personal development and transformation. They are absolute experts in this. And if you're interested in that, give their website a look over and check it out. They are amazing people to work with, and they offer the most powerful and heart-centered. They're just that way all the time. They're so connected and so heart-centered. They can't help but share that with everybody that they work with. So thank you guys for everything you've been doing here. And Christine, I wanted to make sure you get a shout out here for your website for psychicmediumchristine.com, and that you have an event tonight. Can you please review the details? I got them here.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's just a Halloween event on the app for Third Eye. It's called the Third Eye app. For iPhone only, though. Sorry, guys, with the Androids. Anyways, it should be fun. You can easily download it. There's lives, there's chats, all of that stuff. So we're on till fairly late tonight. I started at about 5 p.m. Pacific.
5 p.m. Pacific?
Thank you everyone for joining us and sending questions and messages. I don't know, we probably didn't cover everybody, but yeah, thank you for joining, and thank you for sending those beautiful spirits here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Christine, and thank you, Satomi and Paul. Love you guys.
You're welcome.
And we'll back to something next week.
Yeah, we'll be back again next week with another episode of Aether. So thank you everybody for joining, and we'll send out an announcement about what we're going to cover during the week here. Maybe we'll probably be continuing our conversation about things that are affecting people these days, disconnection from friendships, relationships that are taking a serious beating these days, and what you can do about it. So some really practical things about that, and about health, what you can do to keep your health in top shape. So come on back next week at the same time, and we'd love to see you.
And if you want to leave names in the comments this whole week, I'll continue to add names to my altar and provide offerings. We like to give them sugar, candy, wine, whiskey, just, whatever we feel called to add with their name.
So if you leave in the name, once we finish this broadcast, all the comments gonna disappear during the live. If you comment, it's gonna be gone. So you want to wait till this is done and come back and then leave comments. Then it will stay.
Yeah.
So it will be disappearing, and just as soon as we finish. So if you want to join Alex and Desiree's mesa and celebrate this Day of the Dead, please come back and leave your name and your loved ones in the comments after we're done this show.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Bye.